In just 5 days, you could be on your way to 5K per month. I'm going to show you exactly how I'm going to help you do that in this video. This one's a fun one. Okay, yesterday I posted where I taught you how I'm turning a brand new YouTube channel into a 100K income stream per year. And the feedback already in the last 24 hours has been absolutely amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow your mind even more. This is going to be really exciting to you. Okay, I hope. You let me know in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed too, because we have some videos coming up that are going to be incredibly helpful to you if you want to replace your salary. Say replace my salary in the comments if you want to. And maybe, be careful if your boss is watching. All right. So the way that I'm going to do this is I am going to do a 5-day challenge, and it's the 5 days to 5K a month challenge. And I'm going to tell you exactly how you can do that, how you can participate in it live. Just a moment. Make sure you're subscribed. Okay, so I'm going to show you something. And if you didn't see the video yesterday, it's okay. I highly recommend it, but I'm going to show you something you don't need to see it so far. All right. This is my framework for $5,000 a month days, basically. And I did a survey, I want to say it was like 6 months ago, and I found that 80% of the people who watch my channel, this channel, make $5,000 or less per month, which means this is a big opportunity for a lot of people. And if you make more than this per month, wouldn't you like to have more freedom, have more options? Maybe this could be for something else, a project to help educate you or to help take you on a trip. This could be it for you. And you can take this framework and you can change this number to 7K a month, 8K, 10K or more. I'm going to show you exactly how. In fact, I made a calculator for you. So yesterday what I was talking about is how I'm taking my YouTube channel and it's a very specific niche. I'm niching down to your first 5K. It's a little meta because we're talking about 5K. But I have a membership on School called Your First 5K that 1,400 people have signed up to and are paying for. And it's great. It's helped a lot of people. It's helped hundreds of people make a lot of money. But what this is like, it's so simple in my opinion. This is so straightforward that if you do nothing else and you do this, I think it'll change things for you. So the idea is, the basic concept is you start a niche YouTube channel and then you plug in a school membership that costs about $9 per month or $50 per year. This is like the most important part, is this pricing. Because I won the school games last year. I've made 6 figures, like $500,000 or more on school. So I know how to do different price points, $100 a month, even 1,600 plus a month. I have one membership. But this price point, there's a free model that's really can be really lucrative for you. And I teach that. But this is very specific. So if you've heard me talk about anything else about school, I want you to dial in with me. And even yesterday, when I said out loud, hey, don't try to make it $30 or $50 a month, do this version. People still said, oh, I'm going to do mine at $27 a month because I want to make more money faster. It is not the same thing that I'm talking about. So if you're ready to lock in to this very proven formula, this is what you do. You charge $9 per month and it helps you price anchor. And then you charge also $50 per year as an option. So people will click on it for the $9 a month, and then they'll see that they can get uh, uh, like more than 50% off and get it for $50 for the whole year. And most people, at least half of the people, will select that one. And so you'll be making that money up front. But then I'm going to show you in a minute, you're going to actually change that after your first certain number of members. You're going to change it to $50 per year only. Okay. And I'm not just saying this, I'm actually doing this. My Your First 5K is literally this. And I've made a lot more than 5,000 a month, but I'm showing you how to do it, how to get from scratch to this so that we can go further another time. So this calculator shows you how many, how much money you would make per month if you had on average certain number of members per day that signed up and joined. So if you had one member, just one member per month who signed up, you would make $1,500 a month. Oh, by the way, do you want to do the 5 day challenge? If you want to do the 5 day challenge, click below in the description, join your first 5K. There's even a 7 day free trial, so you can even join it for free. Join your first 5K from August 4th. Let me do the math. From August 4th through the 8th, 2025, I'm doing the 5 day challenge. This is an announcement too. If you're already in your first 5K, hello, surprise, we're doing this. If you're in Arlan's All Access or any of my memberships from Arlan's All Access, you will also get to participate, of course, of course. So you'll get a link. I'll put the links up in our different calendars. But all you have to do to join, and you can join for free if you get it the right time, is to join your first 5K. You get a 7 day free trial, and this will be over the next 5 days, Monday through Friday of this week. So you'll get, I'm going to tell you each day what it's going to cover, but I wanted to tell you the premise of it first, okay? So you can skip ahead if you want, but I think knowing this, the premise is really important. So if you just had one person sign up to your $50 a year, and think about how inexpensive that is. That's why 1,400 people have signed up to mine. It's so inexpensive. If you had one person a day, you would make 1,500. If you had two, you'd make 3,000 per month. And if you had three, you'd make 4,500 a month. And then we're also factoring in YouTube because YouTube is the second half of this. And YouTube, you can start to make some money each month, just a little bit, that 500, right? After 3 to 6 months or so. And I teach you all about this in the 5 day challenge, all of the details, everything you need to know that most people just don't know. But this is just the premise of it. And then I'll show you, well, if you want to see this, actually, I'm going to link to this and you can do the rest of the math here if you want. And then below it tells you the full framework for free, all the framework. But let me talk to you about how this works. So my new membership, my new YouTube channel, I'm going to refresh it just to see. Yeah, 418 subscribers. 1 week ago, I launched this. I didn't make a big deal about it. I didn't promote it. I put one post up on this channel. Yesterday, I talked about it a little bit, but I wanted it to be pretty organic. And I wanted it to have like a boost at the beginning. So I did boost it at the beginning, meaning not paid, but meaning like I posted about it in this channel on a text post. But the whole point of this is that you would start a YouTube channel, and maybe you have one, but we're going to talk about in the 5 day challenge whether you should start a new one or use the one you already have. But let's just assume you're starting a brand new one for these purposes. It would be very specific. And if you're not sure what it would be about or what your membership would be about, that is what we're figuring out on day one for you. Just out the gate, you'll know that by the end of day one. And I'm going to have all kinds of cool stuff to help you do that. But you'd have this niche YouTube channel, and then you'd have a niche school, which is the platform that I use. And this is my Your First 5K Club. Look how many members we have, 1.4K members. This is where we're going to be doing the 5 days to 5K per month challenge. So click on the link below and join. If you're already in the membership, you're going to get this included already. So then school is the other half of this. So I'm going to see if I can share this 1 minute long video that talks about school. And I won the school games last year, and I just love it. I think it's so, so cool. Okay, let's see if we can play this. It may not be as loud as it needs to be. Schoolers is a secret world with training from top community builders, weekly news, member map, meetups, and a quarterly competition with leaderboards, prizes, events, and status. It's a community for community builders who want to turn their passion into a full-time income. From pickleball, dating, business, calligraphy, MMA, chess,
and beekeeping. Schoolers is a movement. 50,000 community builders, providing community for 15 million people, collectively earning over $1 billion per year, all while having serious fun. Join now for $9 per month with a 14-day free trial. Everything you need to build is inside.
Okay, that's funny. So I like that. I wanted to show you that because it shows you that a lot of people are already on school. It's a proven platform. I'm on there, I have 8 memberships. That's a different story. And it is really, really cool. And it's simple. I know there's like Kajabi and there's Teachable and there's all these other ones. I've used them all. I've used Mighty Networks. I've used them all. Circle, everyone. I love this the most. And I mean, I'm biased because I'm, like I promote it and, I don't get paid to promote it, but I just love it so much. So I guess I'm biased in a good way. Point of this is you would pair the two things that I've been teaching this whole time, YouTube and school. But this is a new way to think about it. This is a way that is so simple that anybody can do it. Like almost anybody in the world could do this. And I know that you can. So if you think about the idea of, if you're still with me, let me know in the comments. Just say the word school, SKOOL, school, if you're still with me. And say, or say, I'm still with you. Think about replacing your salary. Think about most people, I'm going to do the math. So most people, I'm going to tell you the 5 days too. So stick around for that. But most people in my audience make somewhere between 10 and what did we say it was? $40. I think it was like, no, most people make less than that, make it like more like $25 per hour. Between 10 and $25 per hour. Do you make between 10 and $25 per hour? If you do, listen up. Imagine that you make $20 an hour and that equals 40K a year, give or take. And that's about 3,500 per month. It's actually less than that. But let's just say you're in that range. And depending on where you live, that could go further than it would in other places. But let's just say that in the United States, by and large, you make that. Or you can translate that to any currency. And yes, school and YouTube are both international. I know people ask me all the time, can I do it here? Can I do it there? Yes. The answer is yes. Okay. So imagine let's just make it easy and just say you're making 4K a month. Is that reasonable? Okay. You're making 4K a month, and what you're doing is most likely going into an office, or maybe you're working from home or doing a hybrid. But in either case, you are working for someone else. Someone else is telling you where you're supposed to be and when, and what you're supposed to be working on. And then you help them, not necessarily your boss, but the company itself, you help them make more money. And you help them make more money than they pay you because that's the only way jobs work and careers work and businesses run. So you actually help them either save money or make money. That's why you are in your position. Very cool, awesome, great learning. And depending on your age, it might be the best thing in the world for you right now. You may even like the people you work with. That's very cool. But just for a moment with me, just imagine that every day you woke up, you didn't have an alarm, or if you had an alarm, it was because of your kids or because you wanted one. And you didn't have to hop up and worry about what happened to yesterday's report or what this other coworker said to you or dot, dot, dot. All you did was you woke up, you opened up your laptop or you checked your phone, and you just looked at your stats on YouTube from the day before to see how you're doing. And then you looked at your school membership to see what kind of questions and posts have come in overnight. And then you spent an hour or two for the whole day total on both total. And maybe that day is a film day. So you recorded from your laptop, you recorded from your iPhone, from a camera. Maybe you walked around and talked, or maybe you just sat at your desk or on your couch and talked and uploaded a video that was like 10 minutes long, but super helpful. And you got comments from people on your YouTube and on your school membership, and people were telling you that helped me. That tip you gave me really helped. And then you watched some of the people in the comments and some of the people in your school start to get to know each other and answer each other and answer each other's questions and help each other and pull for each other, celebrate each other. And while doing all of that, you weren't at work. That's all you did. And the rest of the time was yours. And every day, three people signed up. Three people signed up to this $50 a year, very specific pricing membership, and you made $4,500 a month. And maybe one day one person signs up and the next day five. But on average, three people, my bad, three people signed up per day on average. And maybe it took a few weeks to get this going and to get the rhythm and to start, the videos started compounding but this is what's happening to you. Imagine it is I'm filming this in August of 2025. Imagine it's October, December, and this is your life. Now, it may not happen so fast that you want to just leave your job. This may not even be enough to leave your job. But imagine you start to have options just because you dedicated just a few days this week and then a few weeks into it, and it actually started to work for you. What conversation would we be having 6 months from now or 12 months from now? Imagine you kept your job because you like the insurance, you like the people, and on the side, you made an extra 2, 3, 4, 5,000 a month to do whatever you want with. And you didn't have to worry so much about layoffs because you had this padding over here. You were just saving it or you were investing it or you're holding on to it and it's padding for you. It's an insurance thing for you, And I want to be careful with that word because I cannot promise you this will happen. There's no way I can promise this will happen. It depends on so many factors. What you do, the effort you put in, what the market wants, your ability to articulate that to the market, all of these factors. But I can certainly teach you how to do this. And I can show you people who have done this, who have been taught by me. That's what I can guarantee you. So I'm going to tell you what the days are going to be for the 5-day challenge. Also, remember, go to the link in the description. If you've made it this far in the video, you are really interested in this. This is speaking to you. Don't be afraid of it. If you're talking yourself out of this, it's free. Just go to it, see if it works. If it doesn't work, no harm, no foul. But here's what we're going to learn. Day one, we're going to learn how to select your niche, how to select your target audience, and the overall strategy of this entire framework. We're going to learn that together. And not only are we going to learn, I'm going to give you a special tool that only you will get to use if you're at the event or if you watch the replay inside of your first 5K and on Arlan's All Access. And it's going to help you just come up with this. It's not what you think. It's going to come up with this for you in a way that's going to blow your mind. So you come with some ideas, and then also if you don't have ideas, this will help you. Day two, and this is going to be live on Zoom. The replay will be available for those who cannot make it live. Day two will be our school mini mastermind. I'm going to show you everything I know about school and how to set it up, from how to set it up to how to master it, to actually be a threat, to really master this. So this is a mini masterclass on school. Day two, you're not going to want to miss. And by the way, if you thought that school was expensive, they recently unveiled, I was going to say revealed or unveiled. They've recently revealed a $9 per month option rather than a $100 per month option. So you get a 14-day trial, as you saw in that video, that promo video. 14-day trial of school. YouTube is free to join. And then your first 5K is 7-day free trial. So you start with zero. You don't pay anything. And then after a couple of weeks, you would have paid $100. $100 total. No, let me do the math again. You would have paid 59. I don't know why I said that. You would have paid 59. 50 for the year with me and $9 for the first month. So less than $100. Day three. Type day three if you are still with me. It's especially let me know in the comments if you're going to be joining this, if this is for you. Day 3 is all about YouTube. From how to set it up, how to post your first video, all the way to my full strategy of how I get people to watch, my thumbnails, my titles, my packaging, everything that I teach in my multi-$1,000, $100 courses and workshops. I'm going to show you that full framework so that you have it. And it won't be so much that it's overwhelming, but it'll get you the right start that you need so that that day, on day 3, if you wanted to, you could launch this and have this out into the world. Because on day 2, you would have already figured out your school. Day 4 is how do you get your first 100 views on YouTube with this brand new channel? How do you get your first 20 subs, your first subscribers? And then how do you get your first paying members into the school membership? We're going to go optimize on day 4. Optimize. And this one's going to be probably everyone's favorite because it's going to give you all the secrets. It's going to unlock everything that's just going to make this on easy mode. And then day 5, if day 4 was your favorite, day 5 is going to send you into overdrive because day 5 is going to be scale and repeat. Scale meaning grow. So, how do you do this, but put it on autopilot for the most part? You have to do some work, obviously, because you're replacing work. But how do you put most of this on autopilot, 80% of it, where you just put inputs and the inputs move for you like a flywheel? And then how do you scale that to beyond 60,000 a year? What if you wanted to do the 100K a year that I talked about yesterday? What if you wanted to do more than that? How do you scale this? I have to tell you, it's not just about selling more people into your membership. There is a whole plan and strategy around that that I have, I don't want to say perfected because nothing is perfect, but I have gotten really, really good at this. And I know how to teach you to do it. And I've taught hundreds and hundreds of people how to do it, if not more. So day 5 is going to be that golden ticket day, basically. That day that is normally what people would do is charge for this. They would charge for, just this challenge alone, and then they would make day 5 like the VIP day because it's so valuable. I'm not going to do that. Everybody's going to have access. So this is going to be incredible. I really want this for you. And I know what I got excited about today was just the thought of in a few weeks, because I know it's going to take just a few days to understand it and then start to see the results. But in a few weeks, and probably during the challenge, because that's what happened in our last challenge that more than 1,000 people took, people are going to start writing and saying, this is working. I can't believe this is working. I can't believe I tried so many things in the past and it was as simple as this. So I'm very, very excited to see what you do. I'm going to be talking about this quite a bit because it is such a path, a clear path to you making more money in a sustainable way. You also have a lot of fun with it. Like I can't tell you how much fun I have with our members. If you're in the membership, you know what I'm talking about. It's a great time. So you're going to have that too. And believe me, if you feel like, oh, I don't know if anybody would pay me to be in my membership. I don't know if it's too hard to have a membership. If it takes too much of my day, I don't have enough time. All of those questions are going to be answered on day 1. And you're going to understand that it is simpler than you think it is. And if you've had a membership before, especially a free membership, and you've had trouble with it, then this is going to be for you too. You're going to be excited about what we're going to talk about. If you've had a free membership and you've done my method where you use it to upsell, to get on in conversation with people, some people are using it to send over to like $200 a month memberships. Some people have made thousands and thousands of dollars with that model, and that model is viable. But this model is a very specific kind that I think a lot of people can do, and I think it gives you results faster, even though the results, in my opinion, won't be as high amount of money as the free to paid and the whole back end thing that I teach in Arlan's All Access. It will put some points on board. Say points on board in the comments if you're still with me. It'll put points on board. Make sure you're subscribed. Are you subscribed? Say out loud, yes, I'm subscribed, or no, I'm not subscribed. If you said no, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It will give you points on board so that you can say, okay, I got a little cushion now. I got a couple thousand that I was able to do. I can see my muscle movement. I got that. Now what can I do? Okay, let me go ahead and get that 5K a month. Let's do it. Now what can I do? That's what this is. That's why I'm so excited about it. And if you're interested at all, I am going to link to my my new YouTube channel. It's very specific. If you want to learn different ways to make 5K, just your first 5K, I would sign up for this. You see here, it's your first spelled out 5,000 as numbers, your first 5,000. And almost every day I post something where you're learning how to do something pretty simple. And those are points on board too. Or if you know somebody who could really use that, let them know about it. But either way, I'm telling you, YouTube is going to do most of the work for me. It is going to go find people. You do not have to have, and I do not have to have 170,000 subscribers to do well on YouTube. All you need to have is a few subscribers. I would say 100, 200, and views every day. And the way you get views every day is you take my 5-day challenge that I'm going to do, that's going to be free for all your first 5K members and all access members. And I'll teach you some things. And it's not hard to do at all. It's not hard at all. Okay, this has been fun. Let me know if you're going to join. Let's do it.